All right. Good morning, everybody. If you're able to hear this, good morning, and happy Monday. Let's see. I'm doing what I usually do when we go live on YouTube. I'm making sure that our channels are up and live, which they both are. This is fantastic. So, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Thanks for joining us for the Monday kickoff call. I don't know if I'm going to have any guests today, which is okay. And I'm excited to see you guys here. If you are in the YouTube and you're in the comments, go ahead and comment where you're from. Let us know that you're live with us. Give yourself a shout out so that we can publicly give you a shout out for being here with us. And we appreciate you joining us every single Monday morning, 8:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, which we might make a small shift to that time due to some of our West Coast partners jumping in with us in some of this stuff. And obviously 8 for them is like 5:30, which is fine if you follow a lot of the method that we talk about anyway, right? So we might change the time frame a little bit, but I'm very excited to have you guys checking in with us on Mondays and getting excited about doing this with us, right? So what I want to talk about today, it's interesting. Last week, I had the most incredible week. I spent the week in San Antonio, Texas, building our business in San Antonio, Texas, and had so many meetings with so many different agents and realtors and folks out there. And I also had a couple different opportunities to do presentations and small mastermind groups, as well as do our Freedom Day event. And our Freedom Day event, which we've moved around the country. We've done it in Miami, we've done it in Virginia, now we've done it in Texas. We're going to do it in California and New York. It's been a very successful event, and it's helped a lot of people so far. And every time we do this event, we get about 100 people in the room. And so we did this event in San Antonio, Texas, this last Thursday, and it was absolutely phenomenal. It was fantastic. But what I took away was a lot of the conversations that we have later on down the road, right? So it's cool, I do a 4-hour presentation, but then I stick around for a while. And then I listen to the conversations that are happening in the room. I listen, obviously, to the conversations that come up to me. And one of the commonalities that I find is that people have a hard time trying to figure out how to build this business and what to do next. And a lot of times that hard time comes from they're waiting for something else to happen in order for it to happen. I need a little more money before I can do that. Or I need stability before I can leave my full-time job and do this full-time. Or I can, there's so many different excuses, if you will, that come into play that help, that stop us from doing things. And so we had this really great conversation at one of the masterminds about how the brain itself is a defense mechanism. And so I want you guys to think about this week as you're going through and doing the things that you're supposed to do, building your consistency, having discipline in your life and business, taking care of yourself, taking care of your business, taking care of your family, right? All of these responsibilities that you have, I want you to remember every time your brain tells you, don't do that, I want you to take a step back and you reevaluate what your brain is trying to tell you to do, right? The brain's a defense mechanism. The brain is designed to protect the vessel. It's designed to protect your body. It's designed to make sure that you don't get hurt. And anyone that does dangerous stuff in their lives, right? Olympists and all these people that do crazy things in their life that you look at them, you go, oh my God, how are they doing that stuff? It's because they've rewired their brain. And so you have this crazy opportunity. By the way, this is not an overnight thing. I'm telling you, try it out this week. But this is not something that happens overnight. It's something that happens forever. Because your brain is always going to try to defend you. Your brain is always going to try to tell you when things are hot so you don't touch them. When things look dangerous so you don't do them. When things look too risky so you don't take the risk. When you look at your job and you go, I want to put in my 2 weeks so I can take my entrepreneurial journey, and everything in your brain shoots messages to your body that create fear, that create anxiety, that create goosebumps, that put that make you shake, that make you do things. And it takes time to talk to your brain and go, hey, listen, buddy, you need to start rolling with me on this opportunity because we're going to go figure this out. We're going to go on this entrepreneur journey today and we're going to figure this out, right? And so I wrote some down today. Warren Buffett says the difference between the 2% and the other 98% is that the 2% believed and knew that they had it within them. They believed and they knew that they would make it no matter what. This is the shift in the rewiring of the brain, right? This is the I know no matter what happens and no matter what gets thrown my way and no matter what decisions I make, I'm going to make it, right? And then they said they consistently add skills, understanding that they will sacrifice time and energy to get it done. These are the things that they know, they already know, and they're going to add skills. And then he finished off by saying, the more skills you add to the repertoire that you have, the more successful you can be. And so it's this consistency, this discipline, and the skill set that you learn, whether that be through educating yourself with a coach, whether that be through taking more classes, whether that be through experience, right? Whether that be through mentorship, going to find somebody that's doing something that you want to know, learn, and love, and going to learn from them. Whether it's any of those things, it's adding skills to the plate. But before you add the skills, if you can add all the skills that you want, but if you don't believe that you have it within you, and you don't believe that you will make it, not that you could make it, but that you will make it, and you add these skills and you sacrifice the time and the energy, but you're not going to make it because your brain hasn't been rewired yet. You're not ready. And so you've got to go through this process right now. You know, I have somebody, I don't want to say their names or anything like that, but I have somebody that just put in their 2 weeks at their full-time job so that they can go real estate full-time and go on full attack. What do you think happens to this brain, right? It goes from this comfortable setting where they know they're going to get a paycheck and they're friends with everybody and they know they do a good job there to I'm now alone and I got to figure this out. What do you think happens to the brain? The brain says, I now have to go make this happen. Or the defense mechanism turns on and says, oh my God, go online and find a new job today. And as entrepreneurs, we have this amazing opportunity in front of us. See, as an entrepreneur, you can build and create, have creativity and build upon your business. And then one day you get to hire people and you get to change their lives. You get to support their lifestyles and you get to give people opportunities. This is the beautiful advantages of being an entrepreneur. And you have this opportunity beginning today. Today, you have an opportunity to believe that you have it within you. Today, you have this opportunity to know that you're going to make it no matter what. And today, you get to decide what new skill you're going to add. And by the way, a very good way of adding skill sets in your brain is reading. And read about the things that matter to your business and to your life. Read about the things that are important. I want to be the best leader out there. I read a ton of books on leadership. I want to be the best coach, the best influencer out there. So I read books on coaching and influencing. I want to know more about real estate industry stuff. So I read books on real estate industry stuff. If you're a real estate agent out there and you wrote a book, chances are I'm probably going to read it because I might take something solid away from that I can implement into the lives and businesses of my clients. This is growing skill sets. Eric Thomas, ET, motivational speaker. He said once, people keep asking him, what book you reading? What book you reading, ET? And he said, why? You trying to be a motivational speaker? And his thought process in that situation was, don't worry about what I'm reading. I'm trying to be a motivational speaker. So the books that I'm reading are on how to become a better motivational speaker. You need to be reading books on the things that you do. We take it back to Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett wakes up early every single day and reads 6 hours of financial stuff, financial reports and all this other stuff. It's no wonder that in this day and age, he is a financial guru. Here we have this crazy opportunity. We have this crazy opportunity to believe in ourselves, to know that we have it within us, to know that we can and will do the things that we desire to do. As long as we are capable of having a conversation with ourselves, having a conversation with our brains, looking in the mirror and saying, yo, brain, get on this bus with me. Get on this ride with me. Do this with me. So that we can take dominance and control the things that we desire to take control of in our lives and our businesses. This is absolutely 100% your opportunity to decide what new book you're going to pick up, what new skill you're going to pick up, what sacrifice you're going to make for your business, what sacrifice you're going to make sure that your business grows, understanding you're going to give time and you're going to give energy. That some days are going to be 5 a.m. to 2 a.m. and you're going to have to wake up the next day at 5 a.m. again to continue to make it happen. And yes, you can plan for recovery and you can plan for downtime. I'm not saying you can't. What I'm saying is that you have to know that these days are ahead of you. And if you accept that in advance, it's much easier to do. Because your brain is going to send you messages. You've been up since 5 a.m. You're really tired. We need to take care of your body. You need to stop what you're doing. You need to go home. You need to get to rest. You need to lay in bed. You need to take a nap. You need to, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you need to be able to talk to your brain and say, hey, listen, we'll get there. We'll be okay. We're going to make this happen. Because this isn't going to happen all the time. So let's just go hard today and then we'll figure out some rest later. These are the opportunities that you have in front of you today. Today is Monday, October 14th. We're in the final quarter of the year. Whatever effort you put in today and whatever you decide to do today or this month and next month, it's going to determine how your 2025 begins. Get your head out of the elections, get your head out of the bullshit, get your head out of the P. Diddy news, get your head out of all that garbage and focus on you. Focus on the things that matter to you. Because I promise you this, as much as I favor one politician over another one, and as much as I want one to win and not the other one, it's irrelevant to what happens to me in the next 4 years. Could it affect me in some tax way or something like that? Yes, of course. But if I want to succeed, it's 100% up to me and no one else. There's never been anyone that has sat in that presidential Oval Office that has determined the years of my life personally. So it's our opportunity now. Rewire our brains. We have this chance now. We get to make decisions better now. We get to decide what we want to do next. We get to determine what our future looks like. I'm wishing you guys an incredible week this week. I'm wishing you guys incredible opportunities this week. And with everything that I just said, with the rewiring of the brain and everything else, I want you to remember this one thing. Consistency wins over everything. So push your consistency and your discipline. If you know you got to make calls, be consistent about it. If you know you got to go talk to people, be consistent about it. Put the 20 and 2 into effect, right? Put the 20 and 2 into effect. Here we go. Juan says, how do I start? Number one, whatever you're doing right now, take a moment to meditate and pray and ask for guidance, because you got to have faith in this world, man. All right. Number two, go 20 and 2. Have 20 meaningful conversations a day that lead you to have 2 personal meetings a day. And those personal meetings should not last more than 40 minutes, and they should be over a cup of coffee or something simple. Some of those meetings could last 15 minutes. But here's the key to this. If I have 20 meaningful conversations every single day that lead to 2 personal meetings every single day, how much business do you think I can have and create? Because this is a contact sport we are in, ladies and gentlemen. In order for me to sell what I have, I need to talk to more of you. It's the same thing for you. In order for you to sell what you sell, you have to talk to more people who need what you have. You got to get into that disciplined mindset. You got to get into that military mindset. You got to get into that consistency mindset and have the consistency to continue to grow your business every single day. And even when you wake up in the morning and the brain is telling you one thing, you need to look at your brain and you need to say, hey, listen, I got calls to make this morning, so you need to get on board with me right now. And whatever it is, you need to figure that out. And you go and make your calls. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm wishing you a massively fantastic week this week, full of mindset shifts, excitement, happiness, pushing in your business, and in consistency and discipline and everything we continue to talk about every single Monday morning. I'm excited for you guys. I know you guys are going to do fantastic stuff. Couple notes. I'll be November 6th in San Diego, California, doing our Freedom Day. And November 21st, I'll be doing a great event with Tom Ferry in San Antonio, Texas. We'll get more information out there for you guys, but we'll see you soon.